관리소장 도장을 맞는다.
환불
은행 돌면서 돈 찾아서 바로 뜬다.
돼서 계약서도 제대로 안 쓰고
유물들이 나오기가 힘들다고요.
누군가 일부러 심었다.
관리비 횡령 해임에 부디 그런 비리 저지르지 마시고 하원상 아파트 회장
돈 없는 가방 준비하고 큰 돈은 집에서 처분할 수 있는 물품도 다 적어놓고 제 길은
10년애가 박 회장님의 가족 리스크 그거를
남자는 왜 각자 가족을 만들면서까지 아파트 회장이 되려고 하는 거래?
아름답다.
비리 관리해드리겠다.
이 지역에선
어떤 놈인지 잡으면 진짜 아가씨 죽여버릴 거야. 오전에
Welcome back to Kdramas Decoded, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss an episode of your favorite K-drama. After weeks of planning, lying, and manipulating everyone around him, Park Hae-gang has finally achieved the one thing he needed from the very beginning. He's officially been elected as the president of the Apartment Residents Association. Everything he and his crew have worked toward has led to this moment, because now he finally has access to the apartment complex's enormous reserve fund worth 10 billion won. The episode begins immediately after Hae-gang's election victory. His team celebrates because, in their minds, the hardest part of the plan is finally over. They spent weeks pretending to be a normal family, building trust with the residents, solving problems around the complex, and convincing everyone that Hae-gang was the perfect person to lead them. Now that he's officially in charge, all that's left is to steal the money and disappear. But while his crew is celebrating, trouble is already beginning to build. One of the apartment residents, Jang Sukjin, has become increasingly suspicious of Hae-gang and the people living with him. Throughout the previous episodes, she noticed several strange things that didn't quite add up, and now she's finally starting to connect the dots. She discovers information suggesting that Hae-gang's family isn't real at all, and she begins gathering evidence that could expose the entire fake family arrangement. If she succeeds, everything Hae-gang has built over the past several weeks could collapse overnight. Meanwhile, Kang Harai genuinely congratulates Hae-gang on becoming the new residence president. Unlike everyone else, she truly believes he's changed. She tells him that now he's in a position of responsibility, he should be honest and avoid becoming another corrupt leader. Her words hit Hae-gang much harder than he expected. For the first time since starting this entire con, he begins questioning whether stealing the money is really the right thing to do. He's spent so much time helping the residents solve their problems that he's slowly started caring about them, even if that was never part of the original plan. Unfortunately for him, his crew has absolutely no intention of changing course. They immediately begin preparing for their escape. Every detail is organized carefully. They start packing their belongings, emptying the apartment, arranging transportation, and collecting everything they'll need once the money is in their hands. One important task is obtaining the official management office stamp, which they'll need to authorize the withdrawal of the apartment's reserve fund. Everything is falling into place. Soon, Hae-gang reaches the final stage of the operation. Dressed as the respectable Residents Association president, he heads towards the bank carrying a large empty bag. It's a strangely funny moment because, despite attempting one of the biggest thefts imaginable, he acts completely calm and confident as if he's simply running a normal errand. After entering the bank, he introduces himself as the newly elected apartment president and requests access to the apartment's reserve funds. The enormous bag he carries makes it obvious what he intends to do. This is the moment the entire series has been building towards. For several episodes, we've watched Hae-gang slowly work his way into this position. And now, he's finally attempting to withdraw the full 10 billion won that motivated the scheme from the very beginning. But while Hae-gang focuses on the bank, more problems continue piling up back at the apartment. Jang Sukjin refuses to let her suspicions go. Instead of keeping quiet, she continues digging deeper into Hae-gang's personal life. The more she investigates, the more convinced she becomes that his marriage and family are completely fake. She's no longer simply gossiping about her neighbors. She's actively trying to expose them. At the same time, another enemy begins closing in. Lee Chung-won, who previously lost the election to Hae-gang, also starts making moves against him. After learning about evidence connected to Haegang's group, he realizes there may be a way to reveal the truth. But Chungwon's motivation isn't justice. He's furious about losing the election and wants revenge. On top of that, he also has his own interest in the apartment's reserve fund, making Haegang both a political rival and an obstacle standing in his way. Now Haegang finds himself surrounded by enemies from every direction. One resident is investigating his fake family. Another wants revenge after losing the election. His own crew is expecting him to complete the heist. And Harai continues believing he's capable of becoming a genuinely honest leader. The pressure keeps building with every passing scene. As the episode approaches its ending, Haegang's internal struggle becomes impossible to ignore. He came to the apartment complex intending to steal billions of won without caring who got hurt. But after spending time with the residents, solving their problems, and earning their trust, things have become much more complicated. Harai's encouragement continues echoing in his mind. Can he really betray everyone who believed in him? Or will he go through with the plan anyway? Rather than answering those questions immediately, the episode leaves viewers on an emotional cliffhanger. Haegang makes a serious phone call to Harai, hinting that an important conversation is about to take place. Although we don't yet know exactly what he'll say, it's clear he's wrestling with a decision that could completely change everything. The episode also quietly introduces the next major storyline. As Haegang settles into his role as president, he begins discovering signs of corruption hidden inside the apartment complex itself. He learns that certain households have mysteriously avoided paying heating costs for years, while other residents unknowingly carried the financial burden. This discovery suggests there's an even bigger conspiracy hiding beneath the surface. Instead of simply stealing the reserve fund and leaving, Haegang may soon find himself uncovering corruption that affects the entire community. By the end of episode 5, the story shifts in an unexpected direction. The original heist is still underway, but Haegang's growing conscience, the increasing suspicion surrounding his fake identity, and the newly uncovered corruption all begin pulling him in different directions. With Seokjin getting closer to exposing the fake family, Chungwon preparing his revenge, Harai believing Haegang can become a better man, and the apartment's hidden secrets finally coming to light, Haegang has never faced more pressure. The simple robbery he planned at the start of the series is quickly becoming something much bigger, setting up an even more intense episode 6.